Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ariel, and this is your 2025 tarot forecast. This reading is meant to be for the entire year of 2025, so we're going to do a couple of cards for each month of the year, January through December. We're going to pull a few oracle cards to start our reading. And I hope you guys are doing great, Scorpio. It has been a while. I am not posting as frequently to my channels anymore, my tarot channels, but I do still love doing readings, and I'm still offering them as a personal service. So if you're interested in that, the information is down in the comment section below in the info box. So I hope you guys are doing wonderful. And let's see what kind of year awaits Scorpio. Let's see what we have. Spirit, show us anything that they need to see for their highest and best good. Everything that Scorpio needs to be aware of for 2025. Ooh, and we do have healing chaos, Scorpio. So there is a lot of transformation. Notice the little butterflies around the tornado here. So, along with that chaos comes transformation, comes a lot of change, but it is healing the chaos, not creating it. So anything that has been just really out of order in your life, anything that has felt really just messy, difficult, disorganized, all of that kind of thing, that is going to be healing for 2025. On the bottom, we have inner peace with the two fish, which very much reminds me of Pisces energy. And Pisces is a great sign for Scorpio. So you may have a Pisces friend, a Pisces influence. If you have Pisces influence in your chart, you may relate to this reading even more. But my feeling is, what's happening on the surface, you are healing a lot of these old chaotic elements from your life. Or, if you've already gone through a lot of transformation, Scorpio, you know how that is when it's like when the dust has to settle, right? When you've been really fighting a hard battle or going through a lot, and it's like that dust is just kicked up in the air, and it's like it's got to have some time to come back down and get grounded and settled. So I feel that this is a beautiful, transformative year where things that were just really out of order and really messy and difficult start to come into clearer vision. You start to feel like, everything's starting to make a lot more sense. You get your, feet back on the ground, your head back in, in the game, and you just feel so much better going forward. So let's get into some numerology for you. I'm going to pull a couple special numbers. This is a number 9 year universally, because 2, 2, and 5 add up to a 9. Next year will be a universal number 1. So this year does have a lot of endings, and I think for Scorpio, the ending might actually be a lot of the difficulty, a lot of the old drama, a lot of the things that made your life feel really unsettled. This is a year where things are settling back down, all the chaos is being healed, and you end up, I think towards the end of the year with a great sense of inner peace and stability. And we have communication number 33. Threes are a very powerful number of creativity and creative expression. And when you put them together as 2 threes, you add up to a 6. And a 6 is a number of love and relationship harmony. So to me, communication in your relationships of all kinds, whether it's romance, work, friendships, family, it is all about communication and the way that you communicate, right? You've often heard that line about how it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And sometimes that's very true. I think this will be a year where Scorpio speaks their truth, and they find ways to do it that really make sense, that really connect with others, and they really, make themselves heard. So definitely communication is very vital. On the bottom of the deck, we have the number 55 of adventure. So this could be a year of a little bit more fun, a little bit more, maybe a few more vacations, maybe, just breaking out of the old, worn out cycles or routines that you've had. Even if it's nothing huge, it just feels like things are so much more exciting. To me, number 5s are numbers of your spiritual path, what you're devoted to, what you're committed to. And when you add them up together, we get a number 10. And then that distills down to a number 1. So, you know, to me, it's also a bit of a year of new beginnings. I really see that. And it's like there's kind of out with the old. And the old is the chaos. The old is the drama. The old is things not feeling settled and grounded. And now they're starting to. And, you know, that just feels like an adventure in itself, right? Sometimes the best adventure is the most peaceful one, especially when we're just used to things being very challenging, very difficult, not knowing where anything's coming from next, and not having that stability. But then having it can feel so, so good that it actually opens the doors to greater adventures, to greater changes. The good kind, right? Not the negative kind. So let's get into your tarot, Scorpio. Like I said, we're going to pull one card for each month. This is going to be 12, and then we will clarify each card as we go forward. All right, so we definitely have some Capricorn energy coming up with the Devil and the Page of Pentacles. So work is the big one this month, especially here, Scorpio. There's that Pisces influence we talked about. And I really apologize, y'all. There is construction going on right next door to me, and it's been very unpredictable when they do it. So I just heard it start up, and I'm like, oh, I hope it doesn't get too loud, because they don't do it every single day, okay? But, you know, there you might be feeling like your life is in construction and you're doing a lot of work. So that may be part of why that just started up all of a sudden. So going into the month of January here, we've got big Capricorn energy from the Devil card. And, you know, January is Capricorn season, so you're definitely in it right now. The Devil can be absolutely about shutting off old habits, old routines that are not good for you. It can be breaking addictions. It can be breaking cycles that are just not healthy. There could be a huge focus on work or employment for you this month. So all of those can absolutely contribute to the energy of January for you, Scorpio. I would say, you know, the Devil worries people a lot, but it really shouldn't, because the Devil is really just whatever it is that you feel controls you. And this is allowing things to not control you, whether it's worries, anxieties, desires, habits, whatever it is, working too much, right? That's a big one because it's Capricorn energy. You know, so that is all what it's about. And it's really about simply not letting those things run your life, right? Don't be chained to those negative habits or needs. And we have the Five of Wands. So there's definitely some friction. There's some sparks flying. There is some definite tension for you as the beginning of this year comes in, Scorpio. There could be a lot of tension around work or around employment. That's definitely what I'm feeling a little bit there. You may be butting heads with certain people in your life, for sure. But I wouldn't worry it too much, because the Five of Wands is not huge battles. It's little skirmishes, it's little fights, it's little misunderstandings, miscommunications. So I wouldn't worry too much about those, but they definitely create some sparks. There is some tension, and it could get you feeling like you just can't sit still, like you've got to move, you've got to go, you've got to work on something. In the next month of February, we do have the Page of Pentacles, so I feel like this is the start of either a new business, a new enterprise, a new investment, a new job. Page of Pentacles, the pages are always new beginnings, right? And is holding that little pentacle, the symbol of the earth, the symbol of, you know, our resources, our money, our goals. This could also be studying something new, because the Page of Pentacles is such a student, right? You might be, you know, going somewhere each day to learn something new. You might be picking up a new trade. All of that kind of thing relates to that card. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So Scorpio, I will say this is a beautiful, beautiful sign to me that whatever it is that you're starting in this month of February turns into something really good for you. We have the Ten of Pentacles here, one of the best cards, in my opinion, of the tarot, and that really leads to great prosperity, great abundance, stability, happy home, good relationship, all of that. And I feel like, whatever it is that you're starting here in this month of February, it just really takes off from there. And it may take time, right? This kind of thing doesn't always happen overnight, but the fact that the Ten of Pentacles is clarifying that card, to me says whatever it is that you're picking up this month, in time, it's going to grant a lot of your wishes and hopes and dreams. Going into the month of March, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is there's that adventure month, right? We have the adventure energy. And this one to me says that this is a time when you will be moving, maybe going places, maybe taking little trips. There's a lot of travel, and there is a lot of learning. It's Sagittarius energy with the Knight of Wands. So you may be learning quite a lot as well in the month of March. You also may just feel restless. Even if you can't get out, even if you're not in a position to take a trip or do something like that, you will feel this restlessness. So what I would advise, is like read a new book, study something you love, watch a documentary, or get into learning something about something you're really interested in. That will really help, satisfy your curious mind. And listen to that horn honking out there. Oh my word. There is so much going on. Yeah, there's a lot of activity in the month of March. I just feel it right now. Somebody might even tell you, hey, slow down, Scorpio, give it a break. On top of this, we have the Seven of Cups. So be careful about, what it is you choose to do. Don't fritter your energy away in March, because the Seven of Cups can say there can be a lot of options, a lot of choices. You might be saying, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do it, but you can't do all of them, Scorpio. So it's important to just make your choice, weigh your options, and even if you don't do any of them, that's still a choice. So, take it as it resonates to you. These are general readings, y'all, so they're not going to hit every single thing for every single Scorpio out there. On the month of April, we have the Two of Cups, so relationship energy is coming very strongly into view with this one. So, we have a lot of love, we have a lot of healing here. This can be the potential for Scorpio singles to meet somebody new. This can be, growth and deepening of an existing relationship for those who are already coupled. So Two of Cups to me is a very heart healing card. I feel like, if you're already in a relationship and you've had any miscommunications, that helps to bring things back into balance, helps you to feel happier again. Definitely very heart healing. But if it's a new relationship, it's definitely a great soulmate energy. Either way, it has that vibration to it. So love can be very beautiful indeed in April. And then we have the Two of Wands. So I feel like as well, look at this, we have 2 and 2, right? So this is to me new beginnings. Whether you're in an existing or a new relationship, you may really be partnering with your partner. Like you might be saying, let's figure out where we want to go together in the world, because the Two of Wands is new beginnings. It's taking out that globe, it's taking out that map and saying, where do we want to go? How do we want to get there? What does that look like to us? Wherever it is, whatever it is, you're really looking at this with a couple in mind or with a partnership in mind, because usually when I pull a Two of Wands by itself, for me, that usually says, that it's like you could be doing it alone or coupled, but with the Two of Cups, definitely feels like more like you're doing this as a couple. So in the month of May, we have the Moon energy, which is the Pisces energy, which I actually really love for you. The Moon card can sometimes caution you about, make sure that you take enough time to see all angles of something before diving right in, because the Moon can be a little bit deceptive. It's a little tricky. It's kind of like under the light of the Moon, things don't look the same as they do in the light of the day, right? And the Moon shows us a lot of phases and faces through the month. So it's good to kind of wait. If you have something that you've got to decide, don't jump into it right away. Make sure you see things from all angles. But on a creative level, I think that you'll really be flourishing in the month of May, because Pisces is very creative, musical, dreamy, poetic, artistic. And so you may be getting a lot of great ideas, a lot of good inspirations. Your imagination may be really hopping this month as well. And clarifying that, we have the Eight of Swords. So I would also say, Scorpio, don't be inhibited about yourself, right? Because the Eight of Swords is about really being free to speak your truth, to be yourself, to try things you haven't tried before. And many times, the Eight of Swords is you holding yourself back, right? If you feel shy, if you feel a little socially awkward, if you feel uncomfortable, maybe sometimes just, or comfortable in your own skin, this is time to really let yourself free of that burden and say, nobody's judging you but you. Nobody has you tied up and feeling like this except for you. This can also be that card of the inner critic. So you might be judging yourself too harshly this month. And I would really watch, how your mind works, because sometimes, imagination can be great, but sometimes it can also make us, really beat up on ourselves or see things that aren't quite that clear. So be careful of the way you treat yourself. Be careful of that inner critic, or putting yourself down internally there, Scorpio. You may not be seeing, all aspects of yourself or something clearly. So try to be gentle with your own emotions and your own mind in the month of May. Going into the month of June, I feel like a lot of the things that were either confusing or difficult for you in May start to clear up dramatically. You have that Ace of Swords coming in. That is the hand of spirit, really clarifying things for you, clearing up any kind of confusion or cloudiness. It is a card of victory and personal success. So you may feel like you've really overcome something here in the month of June as well. And we have the Emperor, absolutely stepping up into a greater position of authority, strength, just feeling better about yourself in so many ways. I don't think that this cycle is completely over. I think that there's a little bit of going back and forth here. We have the Eight of Swords again. And so this pops back up in the month of July. And to me, this is all, again, like I said, this is a self-imposed prison of your own mind. This is, nobody can free you but yourself here. And so it's just, it's like she can't see how easy that it is to actually break free of the ties that bind her, right? And get out of that situation and get back up onto the hill where the home of peace is, right? So it's very much about, I think, that you're back and forth, maybe doubting yourself, maybe not giving yourself enough credit, just kind of beating up on yourself unnecessarily. So that's the thing that you're going to be needing to be very aware of, kind of in those months, May, June, July. I think you really have a lot of clarity in June, but I think it's something, things aren't that simple. Our mind is very much a creature of habit. It wants to go back and worry again and, do all the things. We have to keep guiding it back through meditation, through stillness, through mindfulness. We have to keep guiding our mind back to where it should be. And so with the Three of Cups, it's definitely reminding you, Scorpio, don't stay stuck in that place. Lift yourself up. Talk to your friends. Talk about what you're feeling. Let yourself, open up. Don't stay tight and closed up here. Scorpio can be very secretive. They can really hold their feelings deep down, and they don't always let everyone know what they're going through. But if you let people know what you're going through, not only will they listen, but they're going to make you feel a whole lot better about just opening up. So absolutely be sure to open up, and things will get a lot more fun. They really will. The month of August, the Nine of Cups shows up, and to me, that's just bringing you closer to your wish fulfillment, because the Nine of Cups is a card of wishes, hopes, and dreams. It also says, don't get complacent. Keep working towards your goal. Don't give up. That is a strong indicator that you're getting closer to where you want to be. And look at that, Scorpio, with the Four of Wands. Absolutely. So to me, This could also be a relationship deepening up. It's a soulmate kind of energy. And in the month of April, we had that Two of Cups and Two of Wands. So now we're doubling it up. We've got the Four of Wands. So you may be saying, all right, you know, getting more invested in a relationship. Home life is a lot happier. Might be deciding, you know, where you want to live. Do you want to live with your love relationship, right? Or not? Or is that something you want to plan together? You're getting closer to it though. Even if you don't take action on it this month, it's definitely coming into view, and it's a really, really nice energy that month of August. Going into September, we have the Queen of Cups, and she is your own energy. She is the Scorpio queen, right? So she is, again, someone that plays her cards rather close to the chest. She does not tell everyone exactly how she's feeling all the time. So Scorpio, that's up to you. Use your intuition about who's right to open up to, who's not right to open up to. Your intuition is very strong this month, though. You might feel very much in your own power. Page of Cups is also in this equation, so absolutely there is communication of both a romantic and spiritual nature. You may be feeling very like cozy with, you know, if you're in a love relationship, you might be really feeling like you just want to hang out with them and only talk to them. That's something I could definitely feel with that. If you're a single person, you might be suddenly, you know, talking to someone that, you know, really has your attention and energy. So rather beautiful month. It feels very loving. It feels very intuitive, feels very sweet. I also want to mention my battery light is flashing on my camera, so if it does shut off on me, I will make a part 2 to this video to complete it. Going into the month of October, we have the Tower card, which is the card that's ruled by the planet of Mars. Mars has been in a retrograde for a little while here. It's not the most fun. Thankfully, by the end of this year, it will not be in that retrograde anymore, but the Tower can definitely indicate a lot of action, sometimes unpredictable energies that come through. So Scorpio, if there's anything that needs your attention or needs you to take care of it right away, or you see that building up and you need to handle something before it gets worse, I would go ahead and do it, because the Tower can force your hand. I think if you go ahead and take care of whatever it is, you will have a great victory and success. And I think most of the action around the Tower for this month will be positive, even if it's slightly disruptive. Even if it feels a bit chaotic, I feel like you're going to come out on top of it. Because like we said, this is a year of healing the chaos, not engaging in more of it. Going into the month of November, your own month, we have the Page of Swords. So new information, new ideas. Do not listen to idle gossip. Don't believe everything you see and read on the internet. I always say that with that card, because this is a great card if you use it purely for putting your mind to something new or learning something new. It's not good in indulging in mindless, you know, mental chatter though. And we do have the Queen of Pentacles, the Capricorn Queen with her little bunny rabbit, which I love. So to me, this is about using your mind to put it to business, because Queen of Pentacles, she's all about business. She's all about the finer things in life. She's very good with her money. She's a little bit like the Empress, right? She's very creative, knows how to handle a business. So you might be starting a business. You might be saying, all right, we got to learn some new things about creating and managing a business. Going into the last month of the year, we have the Temperance card, and that is the Sagittarius card. So we have it lining right up with its own season. I do think that you're going to look back on this year and see that it has been very balanced indeed. And you're feeling like, yep, even though there may have been moments of chaos, moments of things that have been really challenging and difficult, you're going to feel a lot more peaceful, a lot more steady. You've got one foot on the earth, balance, right? Stability. One foot in the water of intuition, your own element. And I do think you need some rest at the end of this year, Scorpio. We do have this Nine of Swords. You have been through a lot this year, so take a little rest, take a little downtime. On the bottom of your card decks, we had the Lovers and the Ace of Swords. So I do think that love and relationships, romance, have a lot of clarity and a lot of power to make things easier. And you're going to be very victorious in those as well. Let's get a blessing card to wrap this reading up for you. And we have a blessing of fire. Yes, so Scorpio, a definite year of passion, strength, things moving forward, feeling like you're not just sitting still and being stagnant anymore. I would also say, you could have a good connection with a fire sign in your life, whether it's a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. They could be very helpful to you this year. But in general, fire energy is where it's at. You are moving forward, leaving the chaos behind, and life is looking a lot nicer by the end of this year for you. So have an amazing 2025, and I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.